the true culprit was this deer.
You're not going anywhere, you big buffoon! I'm sorry, old man. I think you are lost. I ain't lost, you tree ogre! I'm not so old, but I've lived long enough to see the world rise against your tyranny. Admit it, you big oaf! You're scared! The samurai is still out there inspiring people by the thousand. After all these years, you're powerless against him. You've been shivering like a wee baby hiding in your crib. Afraid to show yourself, because you know he's out there, and you can't do anything about it. You're just a big baby. Why did you go cry to your mama?
Look on this deer's face is the very essence of stranger danger. It's terrifying. The two defeat him, and Princess Bubblegum reveals that the deer just wanted their sugar, but she didn't give any.
This is a moment we've talked about time and time again, and for good reason. Despite its age, it is held up as one of the most disturbing moments in cartoon history. In the episode Blue Cat Blues of Tom and Jerry, the episode starts right off the bat with Tom sitting on the railroad tracks, waiting for death. Jerry watches from a bridge above, knowing that when he gets home, his friends will ask why he didn't try to stop him. Well, Jerry believes that it's better this way. We get treated to a flashback where we see Tom falling for a beautiful white cat. The two begin going out and everything seems great. That is until she meets Mr. Butch, a much wealthier cat. She leaves Tom and immediately goes with Butch, leaving Tom heartbroken and Jerry in a state of, I told you so. Tom desperately tries to win her back, buying her gift after gift, but it's no use. Butch's gifts are far nicer and fancier. Heartbroken and broken in general, Tom falls into a deep depression and begins to drown his sorrows in milk, treated much like alcohol here. Jerry begs for him to stop, but Tom lets himself go down the gutter, literally. Jerry resuscitates him, but as soon as he wakes up, he sees his former girlfriend and Butch driving by in a car that says, "Just married." And so we're left back where we started, with Tom sitting on the railroad tracks. Jerry thinks to himself about how his own girlfriend would never do such a thing, as she's always been faithful. Well, just then, his girlfriend drives by with another mouse in a car that also says "Just married." Jerry goes down to the tracks and joins Tom, waiting for death. The episode ends as we hear a train whistle getting louder and louder. What a dark and disturbing subject for an episode. Suicide and depression is not something you'd think to ever associate with Tom and Jerry, but yet here it is, a full episode dedicated to it.
We'd better tell everybody that Henry's leaving. Oh, I gotcha! Daisy! Oh, Daisy!
Howdy, howdy, Oswald! What's up?
Henry is going back home to the frozen north on the 2 o'clock bus.
For how long?
Forever.
Oh God, does this one always freak me out. How can you terrify a bunch of children just in a few seconds? Easy, just throw in a little bit of reality. Two-episode Wormy. SpongeBob and Patrick take she's out of town. The two then meet the titular Wormy, who they find to be the most precious goddamn thing on Earth. After having an amazing day with Wormy, the two leave for the day, and overnight, Wormy goes through metamorphosis, revealing that he's no worm at all, he's a caterpillar. The two return the next day, and find this disgusting, horrifying creature sitting over Wormy's corpse, which is really just his empty cocoon. The butterfly escapes the jar, and lands on SpongeBob's glass helmets, where we get a nice close-up.
Return the slab.
What?
Return the slab. Or suffer my curse.
And then another one.
Huh?
and again. In fact, it turns out the footage for the close-up of the butterfly wasn't a butterfly at all, but rather a horsefly taken from an episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy, where he discusses how insect compound eyes work. Just something about close-up bugs really freaked me out, and the fact that it happens over and over again in this episode is just terrifying.
Specifically, understandably,
Banana Boy!
Gravity Falls is a show that
Banana Boy!
disturbing themes and imagery that flies right in the face of the pure family-friendly image that Disney projects. I mean, in the finale, Bill Cipher straight up states that he's going to turn the children into corpses.
Your daddy's gone now. You know what that means? It means I'm in charge. You're in my world now, Bob.
Yikes. While there were many disturbing moments throughout the series, two in particular take the cake. The first comes to us from the second episode of the second season, titled Into the Bunker. In this episode, Dipper's mysterious journal leads the group to a hidden underground bunker, where they encounter a horrifying creature, the Shapeshifter. As evidenced by its name, this is a creature that can take the form of whatever it wants. This creature was foreshadowed in Season 1 in the form of a warning in Dipper's journal. Well, that warning was not meant to be taken lightly, as this is an extremely dangerous and vicious foe. Also, it's voiced by Mark Hamill, the king of animated villain voices, so you just know it's gonna screw with you.
Where are you?
This form might even be more disgusting than its true form, a pale, slimy insect with deformed limbs.
Now! I know you're in there, Bobby. There's nowhere to run this time. Alright, where are you? Don't worry, I'll find you. It's only a matter of time.
Our second moment comes from the episode Northwest Mansion Mystery, in which Pacifica Northwest enlists Dipper's help to get rid of a ghost that